Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I've come on here today because I wanted to show you how I made a little feather. I had a fair few tries at it. This one is a bit scary. He's a bit stiff because I put Mod Podge on it, okay? And so I tried a different way, and this was, oops, I think that's right. This one here was a bit straggy, that didn't work either. That one I put on wide, that didn't work either. Somebody said the other day they wanted to see me mistakes, so that's okay. And this one here I did last, of course, because this was what I, when I decided that I'd stop and show you how to do it. Now it's all gone and got stuck. Hang on a second while I just fluff him out a bit. I did have to use a bit of glue, because you do. You can't not do it without glue on it. I wanted to put them on a little dream catcher. And I've made this one in yellow, and this is my dream catcher that I finished the other day. And I wanted to put feathers on it. And so I tried to, I think that one turned out pretty good, that little feather. I'm just going to show you, before I show you how I made that, I'm going to show you some that I did a really long time ago. I don't even know how long ago it was, because it was just, can't even get it in the frame, can I? In the picture. I might be able to. Let me see, I've got a picture of a galah here. And you can't see that. Hang on a second while I move this down and I'll show you. Wait a minute, I'll put that up there. I hope that doesn't fall. Oops, it might do. Wait a minute. I'll get the camera down. And I'll show you this. Why didn't I turn it around the other way? This is my galah that I made, that I embroidered. Okay, so there's his feathers. See how I did his feathers? They're actually on wire. And I'll have to show you, that's the size, but just put my finger on there, so there's this, and everything's got the shadow on it. See? There's the little feathers that I made. And I made him all the fluffy feathers around his little face. And each one of these is all stitched to these feathers. And so are these ones here, these big ones there in the background. His little feet. And his tail feathers. Now, his tail feathers are embroidered on there flat, so that wasn't too hard to do. But I just thought I'd show you that this is how I did the ones for his comb. I think that's what you call that bit of his hair, his body, his comb. So that's how I did that. I'm going to show you them, but I'm not going to use wire because that's actually done with wire. Oh, I've got all these shadows in it. That's the light itself making that shadow. Oh dear. Sorry about that. But anyway, so that's in there. There's a galah. I just seen it on a piece of paper and I thought I'm going to try that, make that. And I just made that out of the picture. I was following the picture. Anyway, just put my camera back up in. Right. Now here I am. Gee, that was me. My hair has been brushed, honestly. The fan might be... Anyway. So, to get this little one, like I did, where'd he go? Very small, so we just get blown away. To get that one like that, I glue all over the table here because I've been working on it, of course. You can see me clean the glue off my table every time I come on here. It shouldn't bother me, it won't get in my way, I don't think, while I'm doing this. Surely not. I'll just move over here a bit so I won't worry about that piece for the moment. Cleaned off after. Okay, so you're going to need some embroidery thread, and I'm going to do a pink one this time. I'll do a pink one. So this is a variegated thread, and it hasn't been rolled up onto anything, and that's a good thing, because the one that I have rolled around here, this yellow that I used, it has a lot of kinks in the cotton. If it hasn't been rolled, it's better if it hasn't, because it won't have any kinks in it. That's a good thing after all. Even though it is a bit tangly up, it's still going to work fine. So this is pretty colour, so I'm going to try this one. I'll show you how I did the first ones. The difference is with them is this one has Mod Podge on it, and it is done on a piece of using that part there is a piece of crochet thread, and then I put Mod Podge on it, and it went really stiff. But I guess it doesn't look too bad. It's not really grand, but it's not too bad. I quite like this here because I don't know, it seemed to go a bit better, but it's got a little bit of extra glue hanging about on it. And this one here that I did really badly was with wire. I want to show you this one. I'm going to cut that off. Now this does waste a little bit of thread, so it's up to you whether you want to do it, you know, like you don't want to waste too much thread on it. Now the piece that I've got going down the centre, I used 3 bits of this, and I'm not going to this, 6 pieces of thread, and I'm not going to this time because I was a bit disappointed with that, so I'm only going to do 2, okay? So I'm going to do 2, and with the masking tape, I'm going to tape it down to the table. The table's laminated or something, so it should come off, the glue comes off all right. So now, before when I did it, I tied every one. And you can do that too if you want to. Actually, I don't know which one did I tie? Oh, the one that I put all the Mod Podge on. This one here, I tied it. I can probably show you that one to start with. I seen a lady make one with all the strands, so you put, I put 1 knot. 1 knot's enough, isn't it? Let's do 1 knot. And on either side of this, we're going to put, so this doesn't get all tangled up and make you cry because there's stuff all over the place, we're going to put that out there like so. Get your piece of masking tape and roll it like that, so you've got 2 sticky sides, that side and that side. Or you could get a piece of double-sided sticky tape, that'll work the same way, okay? And you just want to put that down like that, and each piece, when you do it, okay, so it's a little bit of a process. It's not, you can't just make it just like that, but if you really want little feathers and you can't buy them, I haven't found any yet, so I haven't been anywhere to buy any anyway, but you just put that up there and fasten that across so that you've got it all, so it's not all, to do it with it all unstuck, it's going to be all tangled up, you're going to get things all over the place. So just use this bit of masking tape and to keep it all in line. More. That long. I'm really wasting a lot here, but I might be able to use it as some scrim on something, just, you know, use it for putting on something maybe, or put it in the bin, because if I don't use a lot, it's going to be really hard to knot that tiny piece of cotton to make that tiny feather. Okay, so we just want to do that and keep that really close there. Now this is variegated, so I'm going to get a lighter colour bit off it. These are ones that I got from China or somewhere. Yeah, and they were only really cheap, so I feel like I'm not wasting it at all. It's making me a feather. It's not a waste when you're getting up something good out of it, is it? I've got no thumbnails left. I can't get hold of anything. So we'll put that one under there, and we're going to tie it. Okay, and bring it up to there. It's not too, oh well it is, we've had a couple of days where it wasn't been too hot here, so it's not been too bad, but today's starting to get warm. At least the night times have been a bit cooler. We've got air conditioning, but it's nice to have fresh air too. You know, like to have the door or the window open to have some fresh air, not be shut in. I haven't been out for nearly a week now, I don't think. And the lady's getting on there showing me what you're buying at the thrift shops, and I'm not going there today. Ours is only just open today. And on Wednesday, Elvis is arriving. We have a big Elvis festival that's going to start on Wednesday. Something that I'm really not looking forward to, because I'm not not a fan. Used to be. Poor man's dead now, you leave him alone. That's all I need to say. Because that won't be all I'll say, but, you know. You know me. Probably grizzle about this every year, but they do take over the town. You can't hardly go anywhere with people and cars and that. I've only lived in a small town, and there's just that many people. It's not too bad now, but when I was walking, I couldn't go up there and sit down anywhere because there was there, and they'd still be in your road. They still won't move out of the way, and they're on the main street. They shut off the main street so they can use that as well. And there's about, I don't know how many, but it doubles the town in. I suppose people make money from it. That's why they like doing it. $300 a night for a bedroom in a house I seen advertised the other day, and that's what people are going to be prepared to pay to do this, because they can't get anywhere to stay anywhere. There's a couple of towns an hour, a bit more away, and they usually be booked out as well. You know, anything between there and whatever, they just book it out, because they have this big Elvis festival with people that come here and sing, and they dance and all that sort of thing. I suppose it's interesting, I guess, but it's a bit hot and there's a lot of people. I'm not real partial to that. They put the price of everything up in the shops, which is ridiculous as far as, you know, op shops go. And ours have been shut and only opened again today. Okay, so now I've had that whinge about that. That's enough, do you think? Righto. I'm going to cut that there so I can get it off here. Right. I should probably cut this off too, because I don't have to worry about picking up the threads, and they'll be all still stuck to the piece of stuff. Cut that off there. Okay. Now this is either going to work or it isn't. Okay. Now, we need to have this a tiny bit shorter, maybe. That's the middle bit. If you get a pin and try to open this, put it down through the centre of the piece of cotton. You've got two pieces there, see? And I want them to fray apart, like, so they're not both together, and that didn't work so great, but so now I don't have any glue at all on this one, and I'm just going to try and see if I can teach it to stay down there like that. We're just moving it down there. Okay. And then I'll see how big I want it to be. But see, the thing is, I don't think it's going to all hang down like that. I don't really want to put glue on it, but you know, it's probably you keep brushing it down to get it to stay. As long as I don't pull it apart. And then you just want to go and chop it to pieces, okay? That way and that way. See, it's still opening up too much, isn't it? I'm going to get the toothbrush, an old toothbrush which I cleaned up and I found in the cupboard. My husband went and found it. It was only 2 of us here, so we didn't use this one, so I don't know. Not nasty or anything. Trying to brush it down so it'll make it a bit more frillier. I don't know. Frillier is a word or not? So I'm carefully taking a bit off at a time. I'm not going to chop too much just in case, you see. Well, at least I hope I'm being careful about it. I want it to be a bit smaller probably. When it starts to look like a feather, we'll get excited, but I don't know. Because this has got no glue on it, this one, so far. No glue at all. No Mod Podge or glue. Okay. I might have to do this. I'm not keen on the idea, but we need to get it to stay down, don't we? And we don't want too much, because it needs still to be able to sit out. I suppose you could use Mod Podge on it, but I've got it sitting over there, but I thought I'd just try that glue and it'll just glue it all up, glum it to pieces. I won't be able to move my feather anywhere. Okay, Sonia, now let's not get too... Nobody panic, you see. Okay, so that didn't work because it all stuck it together, didn't it? And these bristles on these are not strong enough to get that apart. No. It's not going to be feathery at all, is it? Okay, it's all out. You don't have anything left by the time we finished? I don't know about that. I highly doubt it. Ah dear, that went well. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. I don't think. Some feathers are a bit daggy looking, aren't they? Oh dear. Well, maybe people could have a go at that and see how they go, and let me know what if you're getting anything that vaguely looks like this. See, when the lady that did it, she had a great big, she made a big one about this big, you know, and of course when you turn these side bits over down here, they went out that far, and that's all right for them to stick out because it also hung down nicely so that it worked. A bit hard to explain, but it just worked for her because it was a bigger thing. But when you try to do things on a smaller scale, it's a little bit harder. I'm going to just have another try at one of these. What do you think about that? That's not too bad, I suppose, but see, the glue's keeping it going down like that in that direction, but it's not helping it because it's making it all stiff, and I don't know. This one's not too bad. I don't mind that one. And see, this bit doesn't want to sit anywhere because it wants to just kick all over the place. Yeah, so we'll try another way. So let's see if I can do it this other way and see what happens. We can't sort of give up on it. We've got to keep going, and then by the time I figure it out, I probably don't want to make any more. I just got to find out I think I know what's wrong. It's because it's just too small. Because if you want it to be small, if you got it and it was bigger and these pieces, you can pull that bit off. Those bits that stick out there, your feather could be bigger and it would look right because it would be a bigger size. I suppose we could, you know, even how that is, even though it is a bit, this is with the Mod Podge on it, looks a bit worse for wear. I don't think it's too bad, really. I could probably keep cutting that down, but then I'll ruin it, won't I, if I do that? Okay, let's just give it another bit of a chop. Okay, that is not too scary, is it? Not too bad. it's a feather on it, a decoration, you know. But anyway, let's have another go at this other way and see if we can do this one. Okay, so I've got a piece of this. We'll use this one, but I only want one thread. I think it's got a knot in it. We can't use that at all. I might use the white. Oh, it's cream anyway. Cream for the background part. A bit of that. Okay. And I'll stick that down. I'm going to move this out of here. I'll lose that. And me feathers. Me great feathers. You know what? I don't think they look that bad. They might look okay on something. A little dangly. So instead of tying them on, and that's too thick again, isn't it? We're going to glue them on. And this is how I did my the one on the bird, except I didn't use wire. I mean, I used wire, but the wire on this small thing just doesn't. When I did that, see, there was somewhere for me to end it off because I put it down behind the back of the fabric. With this, there's not going to be. You're going to have an end, a top and a bottom to it. So when I did mine, I took that part there and put that through the back of the fabric, you see, and then there was that bit there setting up for his hair. But when we're going to hang it down on a dangle, we haven't got that. It'll be still seen, so I didn't want it to be that thick, okay? If you understand what I'm talking about. This is me, hope you didn't get lost on that. I want this colour this time, pink. I just did a pink one. I'm still going to do another pink one. Maybe I should do a purple one so it can go on there. I don't have the purple cotton here. It's down underneath that bit there, I think. Yes, and I'm not going to dig that out. I've got all time to fiddle about. So we're going to use this one again, and maybe not cut so big. That should be enough. And then we're going to pull them apart first. Get them ready. Okay. This is how. So use my bell and make it and get it to work for you. It just depends. Excuse me. How you go about it, you see. You just don't know. You might be able to do yours and might work out really good. I don't know. It's worth having a try anyway. It's a bit of craft fun, isn't it? Right. I really like that, making that little dream catcher. I did. So I'd like to get some feathers, at least 2 or 3, to put on the next one. Now I've got my glue, and I'll put it along here. So you need to put something like the table, because it will come off the table pretty easy. I mean, that's stuck to it, but it will come off there. Put a piece of plastic or something underneath there, or do it on whatever you want to do it on, and you just put a bit of glue on that. Very quickly and carefully put these down one at a time on the glue, which is rolling to this way, which is not impressing me at all. Okay, I think I can hear thunder out there. Might be. Okay, we're going to get a storm. Sorry about that. It cleared my throat. Too much talking. Each one of these is laying down for me. Come on, just lay down there. And there's no particular way to do that, only that you need to put some glue into it. Get some glue on it. Come on. It's all glued to the table, look. Oh dear. Come on, you. Don't be like that now. I'll this bit off there. I was going to send up and get myself some tweezers too. I need a pair of tweezers, really seriously. Onto the clothes. You know how you buy some and they didn't even come together at the end? Sometimes when you don't want to pay too much money for them. I was looking for some on the internet. I'm going to get them up the street, I've decided, but so I'm looking for some on the internet, and this is going all wrong, isn't it? Isn't this going all sideways? This is. Maybe I should put some more glue on it and see what happens. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can. Rightio, yes, you can. I keep forgetting to look there and see if I'm still in the shot, but I should be, because I've positioned myself so I would not have to worry about this. Isn't this working wrong? Ah, dear. You know, but I'm going to persist with it. I'm not going to let it get me. Now, look, come on. I need to put these feathers in line, and now all I'm doing is bowling them up on top of one another, aren't I? They're not even stuck to the cotton. Not even sticking to the cotton. Look at that. That's not right. That's not working. Nobody panic, huh? I'm going to try and get this apart. Right, yes. Is it all stuck? Probably not. Oh dear. Well, they're sitting there, still. Only just, but still. Are they all still there? Oh yeah, this one coming down off it. Well, this is what I thought would work anyway. It did for me with the wire. You know what, I think I rushed this a bit, so, you know, if you do things like that, if you rush things, they might not go properly for you. You get too anxious and too carried away with it. Oh dear. Well, we don't want to lose the audience, do we? In fiddling around, but that's okay. Look at this. It actually seems to be sticking to it. That's weird, isn't it? After all that. Okay, now because I got that white bit down the middle, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Okay, so we cut that up there like that. Not necessarily. Well, you know what? I think that turned out pretty good considering the time I had with it. Except I've got to coax it to stay in that place there. It's not wanting to stay there. We've got to coax it over there a bit more and see if we can get it to look at that. It's kicking out. See, when you've got more on it and making it bigger, these pieces here, it doesn't matter if they kick out because you've got more bits down here, you know, and you're making your feather a lot longer. And this little feather, it just wants to kick out all the time at the side. And, you know, if you had some, I suppose you could put a little bit of spray glue on there or something. But the Mod Podge on there might make it look alright. Let me try that then. Let me have a go. Because this other stuff's too sticky, isn't it? Now what do I do with my brush? There it is. I'm going to just put a tiny bit of this on here. I'm just using, it's a gloss one. Oh. Mod Podge. This bit on the top is a plastic so it won't. Oh dear, that's. I had me brush in some a wet thing, but that didn't stay that way, did it? Put a bit on here, on your feather. Okay. Now, brush back on that thing, that's going to be no good, so never mind. I'm going to put the lid back on here too for them. So you put a bit of plastic under your lid before you close it back down, because otherwise then you've got to scream at your husband and come and get it off. That's what I used to get it stuck on there all the time. Poor man, I was always stressing him out to come and turn it. Oh, come on, don't do that now. Come on, don't do that. Stick to the white bit. Get to the centrepiece, please. It's just not wanting to go near that, is it? It's like it's a magnet trying to get away from it. You know, the opposite to the... Come on. Okay. Well, see, now it's made it very, each piece has sort of gone separate by itself, hasn't it? It hasn't glued it together as such, because maybe I needed to do this with it a bit more and stick it together. And then oh dear, that's so fun making a feather. Okay, could go on the internet and find one to buy, but you got to have a bit of crafting, so a bit of crafting experience is good. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this to look a bit more like a feather. Oh, I don't know if it does or not. Chop that bit off. That piece there will not go onto there. It just refuses to, doesn't it? It just refuses to stick. That's really weird. Anyway, maybe people can get theirs to work a bit better than I did mine. I might cut that one off a bit short. That's the thing that I don't need that down there, do I? Because you go right to the bottom of it. Got no idea. Should probably looked at a feather on a bird, I suppose. Okay, so I said to my husband earlier, did this look like a chook feather, that other one that I was doing? So we went out the back and he got me one. This is what a chook feather looks like. Off our red chalk. Nothing like mine. I don't know. This is not off a chalk. This is my doing. Oh dear. Don't put the Mod Podge on the feather, because, well, I should have known it did this to this one too. Do it like I did this pink one here, okay? Tie each one on and then put on the glue if you want to make one. It's probably turned you right off, but you know, it's all stuck together and skew with. Pull that off there. Well, that was a waste of time. I'm going to put the video up, but so you can sit there and watch it if you want to, get a bit of a laugh. But that's the general idea of what we need to do. We just want to make it so it'll sit down like that. It'll be a nice feather. And that just didn't work. You know what though, if that wasn't there, that bit of white, let me see if I can get that off there. You can't because it's stuck to it, Sonya, you know how you stuck it down. But we're going to take it away. Anyhow, because it's making it look worse than it is, don't you reckon? If it's possible. Oh, I just had an idea. Wait a minute, hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. Really? That wouldn't work, would it? Let's try and see. Wrap this round here like so. Nah, it's too easy. Wait a minute. Wrap it around there like that. And then tie it up. This is why we need to tape it down to the table so we can do whatever we want and it won't get tangled up. But if I do get this to work, I'll show you what I'm trying to do. Just tie that round there like so. You got it together now, okay? Yep. Another knot, just in case. Keep a hold of it. And it's not working because it's all wiggling about. Okay, now, should that work? I don't know. Got messy, made a mess. I'm not pulling it apart at all. Needle should split it. That's how you do your turkey work. You do it with your needle and split it, the cotton apart, each piece. Come on. thread comes apart a bit better than that. Let's get this. Okay, that's not good. We lost it. We'll make it so it's all. Yeah, that's got that stuck in there. Use something that hasn't got a point on the end. So maybe now you're going to work that though. This one has, but I just want to take the pieces apart from one another without wrecking the cotton, which I probably did do a bit. It wrecked it a bit. Now, put this piece down in here too. Okay. But you know what? It's not going to look as what we're aiming for because it's got no stem thing in the centre. It's got no stem at the middle of it, so all you've made is a pointy shaped tassely bit thing, you know. It hasn't got that little piece in the middle of it. It just didn't work that way. I thought it might because I don't know. I've made one of those now, okay? So thank you for watching. I hope that was a good video. I know it was probably a disaster because... and I will write that on the title, okay? This has got to be my second worst video. I did one once before and put that up there, but it's all to do with learning and trying, you know. You can't... I suppose with the wire was the way to go when I did those other ones, but anyway, we'll see what happens. I haven't got time now to do the other with the wire, but you just have a go and see if you can do that with the wire laying down and then glue the bits over it instead of tying them. Just glue the pieces on like I did with this one here, and see, maybe you'll get a better shape, I don't know. But then I stuck the glue on it, didn't I? And that really didn't help at all. But anyway, so thank you everybody for watching, okay? And I'll try to watch me. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.